Welcome back, everybody, to the Nemesis Gaming League. We have a novice matchup coming for you guys. Number 2 seeded Gorgons versus the number 5 seeded Vandal. But I'm joined by Chunk for this series. Chunk, how are we feeling today?
Feeling great, feeling great. We've got two of the, I'd say, hottest teams in Novice now. We've got Gorgons who have looked unstoppable down the stretch here. They show up tonight with Demoralize. Name sends fear down a lot of people's spine. Xeia is like, I'd say, another phenomenal player on their team. And then they bring JM Cook tonight, who is, we've seen him play before. I believe he is their sub. I don't know if he started, but he's a phenomenal player himself. And on the other side, we have Tizzie on Vandal side. Let me get it straight first. We've got Tizzie, who is a really good player as well. He's gonna have to play his heart out here tonight for Vandals, and then Zwarden as well, who really I would say supports Tizzie in his playstyle. And then we get Deddy tonight. I know SuperZainGoku has been playing a lot this season. Deddy will have to step up. We saw a big step up last game by Ethereum. I'm curious to see who will step up for these teams here in this game.
Yeah, like you said, Gorgons have had a phenomenal season so far. They've gone 11-3 in the regular season, and then Vandals made it into the playoffs, but they went 6-8. But they, like you said, are here for a reason. They're looking to take it against this number 2 seed and come out with a big victory, punching their tickets to the grand finals. So we will see how this goes. It is a best of 7. It is a long series, so everyone strap in as we dive into game number 1. Gorgon in the green, Vandals in the orange. Let's see which team comes out on top. Tizzie now gets the beat on Demoralize. A little bit of a team bump comes out. Quick touch from Cook. He's popping this one mid, looking for a teammate, but the third man wasn't ready for that touch. Tizzie low boost, double commit coming out from the Vandals, but it works out in their favor. Great bump comes out from Zwarden. Tizzie gets a strong 50. This one popping awkwardly mid. Demoralized up in the air, but whips on this one. Couldn't find a touch he needed to put that in the back of the net. We are going to see probably a ping-pong game number 1. Great bump comes out, and that's what I'm looking for the Vandals to do. Disrupt, demoralize with how good they've been. Look for bumps, look for pressure. Just try to find each other, communicate a little bit clearer than that, as we saw a double commit come out. But we might see a ping-pong back and forth. I think whichever team will keep the ball closest to them, try to keep possession for the longest, will come out in this first game.
Yeah, one of the things we also need to look for, Demoralize, known for demos. Normally, if you are not leading the game, or if they don't have a lead, he won't be as disruptive on their half. So I'm curious to see if Vandals can keep this close and not be disrupted as much, as I know that can really set things apart, as he will find his first.
This one, Xeia trying to get something going. Tizzie with a quick shot on, but Cook able to get the save out in the way. He's coming up huge already on the defensive side for this Gorgon squad. Now Warden off the ceiling, taking it to the corner himself. Leaves it for Xeia. Xeia had a shooting opportunity, but couldn't connect with it. Now Tizzie off the wall, trying to get the mechanics warmed up, looking for a flip reset. Leaves it for Deddy, but it does not go on target. A dunk does come out, though. Demoralized, trying to get it by Warden, does. Puts it around Tizzie, but shoots it just a little bit too far left of the goal. We're seeing some pressure coming out from both of these teams. I'm surprised. It seems pretty even so far. It'll really just depend on who gets the first goal, and a great shot comes out from Demoralized. Cook will be able to follow up on it and get the first goal for Gorgon.
Yeah, Demoralize puts his 2 defenders up, goes crossbar down off the rear end of Tizzie, feeds out the Jim Cook, just going down that middle lane and finds the follow-up that Gorgons needed, and we've got ourselves a completely different game on our hands.
Jam Cook now trying to get the beat in the corner, and does. This one could be dangerous, but a great touch from Warden. He's being the Warden for the net. He's following up on this one, trying to accelerate it downfield, but it gets cut out from Xeia. Deddy keeping the pressure on. This one floating mid. Tizzie could follow on it, gets the touch. Again, floating awkwardly in front of net, but Xeia with a good touch out to midfield. Zwarden gets beat on the 50 by Jam Cook, but he can't follow up on it. Fortunately for him, Xeia can. He's looking for a quick shot. Tizzie gets the stop. This one, Demoralize throws a little bit too high. Could be dangerous. Xeia puts this one off the mark. Only about 2 minutes left, and Gorgon have all the pressure, but they haven't run away with this game.
Yeah, we've just seen a little bit of missed opportunities on shots just placed too high, but we'll find another opportunity here. There's a great pass middle over a panicking Vandals defense. Just a missed touch from Tizzie goes over the last two defenders off some unexpected shenanigans, and Gorgons will find those passes early on and have found success from them. And the Vandals need to warm up this offense.
You introduced me and got me familiar with the Novice League shenanigans. We saw a couple of them coming out early in this game one. Like I said, it is a long series, and this Vandals team has a lot to prove, but it's hard to get around Demoralize when he is going for demos all the time. Xeia misses on this one, but Demoralize able to scoop this one back up. Popped out mid. Zwarden could get a shot, but Xeia with a strong clear. Demoralize trying to chase, trying to get another goal, and makes it a 3-0 lead for the Gorgons.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of having some guy kind of looking upfield for demos. If he always has boost because he's going for demos, he's able to use that boost being upfield off these long clears to make them passes and really put some offense in, as he is the most scoring active player in Novice League, averaging over 400 per game, and we can kind of see why.
This one rings off the crossbar. Cook a little bit hesitant to get to this one. He does get the bump on Tizzie, though. Demoralized. Gets a good pinch with Xeia. Xeia able to follow up on this one. Tries to get it around Deddy, but cannot. Demoralized gets a strong 50. Looking to follow up on this one and gets a clear to the midfield, but Tizzie's there to intercept. This one floating awkwardly towards net. Save comes out from Xeia, and Zwarden gets bumped into the save. This could be devastating. Long shot coming out, and KF Cook makes it a 4-0 game.
Yeah, the bump beats it right to a respawning Jam Cook, I believe, and he's able to find his second of the series and proving why his value is important to this Gorgon team and stepping up his game and here in the playoffs off what almost certainly looked like a Vandals goal. They had all the opportunity. We saw a big demo, a big forced save, but they're not able to capitalize.
Great pinch out to Jam Cook. Jam Cook looking for someone midfield, but unfortunately for him, no one's there. Zwarden with a strong clear to the backboard. Demoralized whiffs on this one. Deddy trying to get a shot, but he whiffs on that one. Xeia able to get a strong clear downfield. Looking for a teammate in Jam Cook. 50-50 comes out in front of the goal line. Bumps come out as well, but Zwarden able to keep this one out of the way. Great shot back in from Demoralized. Looking for Jam Cook, but this one gets cleared downfield. Xeia now gets a 50 over the midfield line, and this game is all but over. All Gorgons in this game number one, trying to make it 5, but the Vandals say no. Vandals can't get one for the road, and just like that, the Gorgons take game number 1.
Yeah, a dominant fashion for Gorgons. They're able to find each other. All goals had an assist with them. The plays they were able to make. We saw some great long clears, which benefits their play style, and I feel like they're just able to play their game more efficiently in this game one, and I think that is what it comes down to here in these early games of the series. Who is able to find their rhythm, be able to play it to their strengths, and Gorgon's able to find their magic in game one.
Jam Cook shot the same amount of shots by himself as the entire Vandal squad. Demoralize was able to outshoot the entirety of the Vandal squad by himself. 8 shots from the Gorgons, 3 shots from the Vandals. Tizzie had all 3 shots but couldn't find the mark on any of them. I think we're just going to look for the Vandals to tighten up just a little bit. They got to be more aggressive. They got to find their opportunities, look for the bumps, look for the demos, because when you're playing a clean game like we just saw, the Gorgons will come out on top if you give them that much space and time. Let's see what adjustments they can make as we dive into game number 2, just a couple seconds before our kickoff, and here we go. Demoralizing Tizzie on the kickoff. This one could lead to possession from the Vandals. Deddy takes a little bit of time, pops it, trying to pop it by Jamcook, but Jamcook gets the read, pops this one out mid, looking for Xeia. Xeia with a quick shot and a quick goal. Just 11 seconds into the match, and we see the Gorgons open up the scoring.
Yeah, Jamcook pumped off the original 50, able to find his wheels on that wall and get a great pass middle out to Xeia. No one there to contest the pass or the shot. And Xeia able to put it in with all the power he needs to set them up here early. Off impressive teamwork from the Gorgons.
Pace is the name of the game for the Gorgons as well. Because of their speed, they're able to find their teammates in the midfield. They're able to find their teammates on the wall and in the wings. And because of that, they have had success in this first game and a little bit into game number 2. Demoralize gets demoed. That's a great demo from Tizzie. Bumped off the ceiling. This is a shot from Tizzie, and Tizzie's able to get the goal off the assist from Zwarden.
Yeah, the Vandals will find their first goal of this series. Big demo on Demoralize, and a great speed from Tizzie to beat Xeia as the last man back and put it right over them to tie up this game 2 and find themselves with some offense more than they had in that first game.
It's good to see that the Vandals have woken up. That game number 1 could have been just a wake-up game for them. They were just trying to get warm, get the rust off. Zwarden has an open shot, but he whiffs on this one. That could have been the goal to put the Vandals up by 1 in this game number 2. Xeia being a little bit aggressive. This one touched back from Tizzie. Demoralize able to get the save. Deddy now trying to keep this pressure on, pops it up high and away. Low boost coming out on the side of the Gorgons. Backflip comes out, and Demoralize able to pop this one to the wing. Tizzie gets a great demo onto Xeia. Deddy now has a lot of time in the air, gets it over to Demoralize. Quick shot comes out, but Xeia able to get the save. We're seeing the Vandals able to swarm and put pressure onto this Gorgons team. It's very different than what we saw in game number 1.
Yeah, we've been able to see them rally and make great opportunities for themselves, find demos on the oppressor, I'd say, on the demo side in the first game, finding opportunities off those demos too. And I'd say that they've picked up their pace in this game to really match what Gorgons were able to do in game 1, and they've got to find one more, and they could have themselves a big game win early on.
Popped down mid. This could be a shooting opportunity, but Jamcook cut off his teammate. Xeia had a wide open shot, but it was taken away by his teammate. A couple more shenanigans coming out like you introduced me to. Jamcook now trying to regain from that, clearing it down the field, looking for a goal to make up for it. Looks for a bump, but can't get to it. Demoralized, trying to pop this back to himself, but gets dusted by Tizzie. Xeia now popping this one mid. Demoralized, looking for a redirect, but Tizzie yet again there with the save. Jamcook jumped off the ceiling. This could be awkward, but Xeia gets a great touch in the midfield to keep the pressure off his team and buy them just a little more time. Zwarden now trying to pop this one in. Jamcook with the good save. Demoralized with full boost elects to take over. It's awkward though on the side of Gorgons, but Demoralized takes over and gets the strong clear. Back and forth we go. Like you said, this is a much more evenly matched game. I'm interested to see if Vandals can get one for the road, but not if they do things like that. Xeia puts one off the crossbar. Tizzie with the save.
Yeah, we've seen Xeia miss a couple close shots like that. Happens a lot in Novices. Demoralized will find a ceiling shot. Gave a lot of space off a little pop from Xeia. Was able to beat everyone back on that Vandals defense. Just not a whole lot of boost for Vandals, and is able to find a goal for Gorgons to put them up with a lead with under 2 minutes to go as they extend it here almost immediately.
That's gotta be demoralizing. No pun intended, but you get a ceiling shotted on by Demoralize, and then immediately after you get kickoff gold by him. What you've worked so hard to maintain in this game has started to slip away from you. The Gorgons not only get a lead, they double up their lead in a matter of a couple seconds. Demoralize trying to get another one, but he gets saved out by Zwarden. Zwarden staying on this ball, gets a 50 on Xeia. Xeia trying to follow up to it and touches it, but it goes right to 2 diving players from the Vandals. This could be dangerous. Zwarden needs to get the save and does. He's now following up on this one, gets a strong clear. Deddy now trying to get to this one, but Demoralize able to get the beat on it. Jam Cook with a strong clear. Tizzie a little bit caught out, but he is able to catch up to this one in the end and keep it 3-1. Xeia trying to get something going, following up on his initial touch, gets the beat and gets the goal. This Gorgon squad is styling on this Vandals team.
Yeah, this Gorgon squad has improved significantly the more the season has gone on, and now in the playoffs they have reached their peak form. They've been able to individually improve so well, and I think that has made a difference here. Xeia will find another kickoff goal. It's got to be incredibly demoralizing, no pun intended, because he didn't score on this one. But Xeia able to find great speed and equal up another kickoff goal and kind of equal up the the playmaking that Gorgons have been able to put among themselves.
Absolutely, Xeia, excuse me, Jam Cook almost own goals on this one. But we did see a great pop-off and then an immediate kickoff goal. We've seen that twice now. Xeia able to get pop-off, get a kickoff goal. Trying to get another one here, adding the fourth. Jam Cook sends this one wide. This team from the Gorgons has pop-off potential. They are very streaky, though. They get 4 goals in a matter of 10 seconds if you take out the game in between them. Unbelievable what we've seen from this squad. They ride their momentum well and strike while the iron is hot. Zwarden trying to put this one on, but Jam Cook able to send this one back to the midfield line. Tizzie low boost, and it looks like the Vandals are getting a little bit desperate. They're low boost, but they have to keep the play alive. Tizzie fakes out one, gets it over another, but this one careens across the goal post and remains unthreatening. Zwarden now off the ceiling, gets bumped into it. This could be dangerous, but Jam Cook with a strong clear. This ball will hit the ground, and the Gorgons take another dominant game.
Yeah, it looked closer early on in that game. Definitely one of the things you can really notice with Demoralize being closer into that, being forced to play, I'd say more normally than he normally does, going for those big demos, opening up the field. But as you find yourself slipping away, it can become a mounting amount of pressure as they just continue to pile it on, especially with those kickoff goals we saw in this game. Those kind of inflate the score line, and you really don't want to be letting those up, as they are something that really just puts away the game like before it starts. It's like getting penalties in football. It's like getting a holding call being put down like 10 yards. It's the equivalent for what Vandals had to face in this game.
We do get a timeout coming out from the Vandals. The Vandals are actually subbing out Dedi for Goku. Goku heard there was a strong opponent in the Gorgons and deemed it worthy of a fight. So he's ready for this battle. But they are going to take a minute. Maybe get Goku warmed up, make it sure that he understands what's going on in this series, because we've seen Xeia now outshoot the entirety of the Vandals team in this game number 2. This Gorgons offense capitalizing on the right moments, like you said. They're capitalizing on kickoff goals. Not only are they popping off, getting ceiling shots, following up on touches, looking for 2-touch air dribbles, but they're also getting these kickoff goals right after. A couple mental lapses in judgment coming out from this Vandal squad exasperate that scoreline even more than it already was. 5-1 instead of 3-1. And the Gorgons have been dominant in games 1 and 2 in this series. What are you hoping that this Vandal squad changes to get them back into it?
We saw Vandals at the beginning of the game match their speed. Unfortunately, when you find yourself in that hole, you've got to find a way to stop the bleeding. It doesn't work like that. You've got to still continue playing aggressive like we saw them. We've seen Gorgons as a team make mistakes. We've seen them send all 3, send the house, and not find it. And I expect Vandals to kind of figure that out, play calm, and see, oh, we have opportunities here that we're just kind of panicking on as well, and be able to at least make some of these opportunities into goals to equal up this series.
We'll see if Goku can be the difference maker that his squad so desperately needs. Looking for Zwarden on the sidewall and finds him, but Jam Cook able to get a strong clear out and away. This one, a shot on immediately from Demoralize. He's trying to demoralize this team. This time, pun was intended from what they've done in this timeout. Trying to get it started early yet again. Tizzie, though, with a great touch. Demoralize looking for Jamcook in the corner. Jamcook beats one, but Goku is there with the immediate follow-up. This one pops down and out. Zwarden could maybe get a shot off, but he puts it just a little bit too far away from himself. Double commit comes out from the Gorgons. One of these players needs to step up, and Demoralize is the one to do it. Demoralize backflips on this one and tends to follow it up. Jamcook with a great cut. Demoralize trying to get a quick shot. It goes down, but a great team pinch save coming out from two of the players of Vandals. Now, Zwarden trying to get a quick coast-to-coast going. He gets it around one. Tizzie follows up on it, but Demoralize gets this one pinched out into the corner. I like what I'm seeing from this Vandals squad, though. They have a lot of pressure going into this game number 3. More pressure that we've seen from them the entire series.
Yeah, as a big opportunity, but Xeia is able to be met by the sub and SuperZainGoku, who's done everything he's needed to in this game. He's been able to save the ball, find some offense for a Vandals team that hasn't been able to really score a goal. Only able to find one in that second game, as Xeia will find another goal onto his tally. The missed touch goes to Demoralize. We see the midfield speed by Xeia. No one there to meet it on Vandals, and the speed has just been consistent part of this Gorgons game plan, and that midfield is feeding them goals right now.
Not again. Great save coming out from Goku. Goku preventing that kickoff goal, following up on another goal coming from the Gorgons. So that keeps the scoreline at 1. A lot better than what we saw in game number 2, where the Gorgons were able to do that twice. Goku now looking for a quick shot. He puts it far down and out. That was the opportunities that the Vandals needed to capitalize on. Zwarden still trying to press the issue, though, but Demoralize looking for Xeia yet again. Xeia does get 50'd out, and this one's saved to the safety of the corner. Jamcook now with a shot, but it's saved away by Goku. Goku, I don't know whether it's confidence or whether he's feeling hot, but he has helped this team keep it within 1 going into the remaining half of this game.
Yeah, he's been phenomenal on defense, been able to find some big clears and some big saves. He's also helped on offenses. We'll see him step up and get a midfield pass of his own. Help from Zwarden, credited on the assist, able to out 50 Xeia on that goal line. Dangerous ball off the 50 for the Gorgons, and is able to tie up this game, and really what Vandals needed to resurge their life here in this game 3.
He has already made his mark, like you said. He's started out on defense, and he's helping on offense, getting them a goal. He has 4 shots to his name already, has a goal and a couple saves, but his teammates aren't able to save this one. Xeia doubles up their own scoreline. Jamcook with a strong clear. Xeia to follow up on it, and just like that, the Gorgons are in the lead.
Yeah, unfortunately, you will be challenged. You try to dribble a Novice, especially on top of your car in your own half. That is always going towards your back wall and being at least an opportunity for the other team. And for Gorgons, that is not what you want to allow. You do not want to give them offensive opportunities. They will punish you for it, rather it be with a demo or a great shot, which is what we've seen from Xeia this series. Started off slow, hitting a lot of crossbars, but has been able to pick it up and find himself being that key striker for this Gorgons offense, as he'll find his 3rd and just 3 shots off of these big aerial plays, finding great power and placement over really an open net, but just incredible power and prowess to not miss the ball. Hence what we normally do in Novice if a ball is thrown over middle like that.
He is 100% from the field right now. Jamcook and Demoralize are setting him up well, and they look to do it again. Xeia trying to get another one, but he is saved away by Goku. Goku now needs to get to this ball first. Tries to pop it out mid for a teammate. Demoralize might get there first. He does get the dunk, but it is in the corner yet again. Demoralize off the ceiling, getting to this ball. Goku leaves it for Tizzie. Tizzie now taking it to the wall, trying to get the beat on Xeia, and does. He gets demoed for his efforts, though. This one off the post, and Zwarden able to bring this game within 1 yet again.
Yeah, big pop over by Tizzie, who gets demoed, but the speed is recognized, and just a little bit of panic on the sides of the Gorgons. Just a couple of miscues. We see Demoralize get credited for a save, but gets launched into his net as Vandals will find themselves a second goal in this game, putting it within reach.
1 minute remaining, and touches like that on the goal line gotta scare you, but great defensive stand comes out, and a great save from Zwarden. I don't know if it'll be enough, because Demoralize will get his goal in this game and puts it back to goal differential.
Yeah, you say his goal is he had 7 shots before the 0 goals. He'll find this shot to be 1 from 8 from the field. The pressure that he has just put on for this Gorgon squad has been recognized, and so far Vandals have not been able to provide the same amount of pressure. They've had their opportunities, but not nearly enough for the scoring potential that Vandals have really seen the lack compared to Gorgons, as they had a big shot there, just rattles off that crossbar.
Yeah, Goku, it is his first game, so I'll give him a break, but he does need to tighten this up going into this game number 4 after this one. This one popping down awkwardly in front of the Gorgons net. This could be the chance, but Tizzie whiffs on it. Double commit comes out. Goku will be the one to turn on it quickly. Pops it off the corner. This could be a chance for him, but Demoralize able to get this save. Demoralize is having a huge game. 8 shots on offense. He has 4 saves on defense. He is having a worldy of a game. Looking for a demo to get Xeia. Another one. Cook misses the pass from Xeia, or surely that would have been the dagger, but it won't matter. No time on the clock. This game will put the Gorgons up 3-0.
Yeah, incredible shooting from Xeia, and Demoralize participating a lot. We've seen him have lower amounts of demos and be able to participate more on defense and be able to find kind of a role in their attack as well. We haven't seen him too much out of really position, and I think a lot of the things that have really come from that is we've heard a lot of things that both these teams are really dealing with. One of the things I kind of saw from Mealy himself, the big GM, we see that they are using Cook because Kadofe, a main player on the roster, does not have power, which is unfortunate, which I feel like going into this playoffs, you got to make the most of your situation. Sometimes the cards aren't dealt to you in the optimal way, and I feel like Gorgons are making the most out of it, and Vandals being down 3-0, they've got to find some magic here. They've got to find an opportunity to slow down this Gorgons team, and they're going to need this game to start it all.
That's how scary this Gorgon squad is, though. They are playing with a sub in Cook, but they're still dominating in this series so far. No timeout because they already used it. They gotta find something and find something quick. Zwarden coming out in the Chevy van. He's trying to keep the vibes up as Tizzie hits a double tap of his own and gets the scoring opened up for the Vandals.
Yeah, Tizzie is the player you do not want to give these opportunities. He is the best player on their TVs, able to make these great plays. He was a prospect league player last season. He was a sub, I believe, but we can just see that level of talent here on show in the novice playoffs for Vandals.
This one getting a little bit scary because Demoralize is diving on this ball, looking for a demo on Goku, but can't find it. Zwarden over to Tizzie. Tizzie with a quick shot, but saved away from Cook. Cook with a quick shot of his own. Is Goku able to get there? He is, with a great save with a little bit of assistance from the crossbar. Now Goku on the wall, trying to pop this one out and away, but Cook is there to intercept. Zwarden pops this one over to Demoralize. Xeia with the support, able to pop this one back midfield. Tizzie with the control, gets a strong pinch around 1. Now it's only 1 to beat at no boost. He gets the beat, gets the dunk. Demo was almost there for it, but it's not enough. Tizzie has doubled up on his goals and gives his team a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, this is what you need when you need to step up. Big plays from Tizzie, great solo plays. We see him breaking down this defense of the Gorgons, kind of punishing them for being either slow or lack of positioning, and it's impressive what he has been able to do these last 2 positions. We'll see if he can keep it up keep this momentum rolling for the Vandals going on in the series if they are able to keep up this newfound life that they've shown.
Xeia now trying to get something going for the Gorgons. Like you said, the Vandals have come out hot in this game number 4, exactly when they needed to. Goku misses on this one, but Tizzie gets a great demo, buying his team some time. I love the aggression that I'm seeing from this new and improved roster. Xeia now trying to get something going for the Gorgons. The Gorgons haven't been shut out like this in any of the games that we've seen. They've been dominant, and now they're getting dominated against. Rare sight to see, but a happy one for the Vandals fans out there. Jamcook gets a 50, but it goes right past everyone. Jamcook trying to follow up on it. He doesn't have a lot of boost, and he goes around the ball, bumps his teammate for good measure, making sure that they can't get a play started. This one over to Goku. Goku trying to get one, and he does. Goku makes it a 3-0 lead after just 2 minutes of game time.
Yeah, great vision from Tizzie after he gets the ball given to him off a miss 50 from the Gorgons. Able to see SuperZainGoku down middle, gets it to him off a great pass, and Goku able to get the finish and provide the offense to really set them up with a great buffer into this game number 3, or 4 rather.
Cook now with a pop from one of the Vandals defenders, trying to keep it in the zone. Zwarden whiffs on this one. He poke goes off the sidewall. I don't know if that was intentional. He gets bumped into the play, but it's not enough. This one goes careening into the Gorgon side once again. Demoralize looking to follow up on his first touch, and does. Can't follow up on it yet again. Goku able to get it by 1, but can't get it by Cook. Tizzie up in the air early, trying to get a quick shot off, but Xeia able to save it to the corner. Now Xeia with a full tank of boost, trying to get it by him, trying to get something going for the Gorgons. He cannot. Demoralize with the follow-up touch. Demoralize trying to pop it in, but Goku with the save. Jamcook and Demoralize go, can't get it. Xeia with a top left slot.
Yeah, great pressure by this Gorgons team, able to find shots, like good 50s that lead to Xeia being last man, able to find the clear shot on net, puts it perfect placement on Vandal's net, and Gorgons able to find that offense that we've seen throughout the series. And this could look scary for Vandals, but they found themselves up with a good enough lead.
This one trying to increase that lead, but it goes off the 4th man. Demoralized now, pops it back to himself, trying to get past one, but Goku with the patience able to get the save. Tizzie now pops it around Xeia. Can't get it by Jamcook, but Jamcook is deviled. Xeia trying to get a quick shot off, but of course it's Goku with the save. Quick shot from Demoralize goes high. This one awkward in front of the net. Demoralize gets a demo, and Jamcook puts it into the back of the net, bringing this game within 1.
Yeah, the bread and butter of this team for Gorgons, the demo and then the play. We saw a little bit of a miscommunication on that backboard for Vandals. We saw both Tizzie and Goku, one of them bumped another, putting them both out of play, and last man gets demoed, all 3 out of commission for Vandals, and Gorgons able to find their their game plan and capitalize in the big moment.
Goku puts this one off the post. They just need to hold out a little bit longer to take this game number 4. But with plays like that from Jamcook, it will go maybe to overtime. Gorgons with a strong comeback. Demoralized to Jamcook, and Demoralized says thank you very much and ties this one up.
Yeah, the over-aggression punished for Vandals. We see that big pass from Jamcook, able to lob it the whole field, and we see Demoralize up in his natural habitat, also known as your own half, able to make the play happen for Gorgons and find themselves roaring back from being down 3.
Awkward touch, but Goku will be able to follow on it. Gets the beat over Demoralize, but Xeia is there with the follow-up. Xeia now trying to beat out Zwarden, but cannot. Demoralize up early, trying to pop this one on target, but it will be a little bit too high to go, but he gets an extra touch, but Jamcook has that one red. He's looking to try to pop this one mid. Tizzie does it for him, but no one was ready on the side of Gorgons. Great touch from Demoralize into the corner. Xeia trying to pass it back to him, but can't. This one put a little bit behind Goku, but he slows down and gets the touch to Tizzie. Tizzie puts this one in the corner. That could have been a shooting opportunity. Demoralize with the demo. Zwarden misses this one just a little bit high and to the left. demos coming out. We are seeing some fireworks on the pitch in this game number 4. Which team will come out with it? Demoralize trying to do it in regulation, and with 9 seconds remaining, Demoralize gets the game-leading goal.
Yeah, this could be the goal that sends them to the grand finals. This could be the dagger in the hearts of the Vandals, not able to find an answer to this resurgence in Gorgons in game 4, and they've got to find an answer here quick.
5 seconds left, and they can't get out of their own half. Tizzie looking for Goku. Goku pops this one up. Zwarden trying to get a quick shot off. It's touched. Goku, can you get there? No! It's saved away at the last second, and the Gorgons take a 4-0 sweep against the Vandals.
Yeah, we see a little reversal of roles. We saw Xeia with 5 demos. We see their game plan coming to fruition. Everyone can really do what they need to do to get the job done, and I think that execution that they had in game number 4 really proves why this is the team to take down going into that finals. They will be playing Diffusion, and I believe that Gorgons will be the favorite, in my opinion, just based off what we saw here tonight. Diffusion has been dominant early season, but we see Gorgons being more dominant the later in the season. We'll see who will find their way to getting that Novice League chip, and that one would be a great game for the Novice League.
I am very excited to see that finals matchup. Gorgons looking strong. Not only were they dominant in the first 3 games, they were able to get a comeback win in the 4th game, showing their resilience. They're not just used to winning big, they can also make the comeback, and that's what makes them such a terrifying squad to play against. I do want to say congratulations to Vandals on a great season. You did make it to the semifinals, and unfortunately it didn't go your way, but you played great up until this point to get there. Gorgons, congratulations to you to punching your ticket to the grand finals. Hopefully, we see you make it all the way in the end. I think we do have another matchup coming up after this, but this Novice League sweeping series has ended. We will see you guys at 10 o'clock for our next series, so I hope to see you then.